Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I apologize for coming on late. I actually thought this class was at 9:30. Whoops. Okay, so if you are joining live, you are here. This is a 1-hour Pilates practice. I'm Jess. I'm going to lead you through this class. Maybe we can start by just taking a moment to acknowledge everything that's been coming to the surface in the last few days. And I also want to direct you to a place where you can donate. So I think NDG is collecting donations for anti-racist measures. So ways that we can support Black lives. So if you're interested, you can follow, you can look for that. In this class, we're going to use a block in various ways. So hopefully you have a block or a book, some way that we can inform our tissues, give ourselves some feedback, and also maybe have fun with a block. So we'll move the block in different ways. We'll use it for support in different ways. Please make this practice your own, modify anytime. Okay, I'm going to turn the comments off and we will begin. Okay, so starting on the back body, I'm going to turn my camera this way so you can see. Okay, we're going to lay down, and you can certainly bend your knees on your back. So find a position that feels really comfortable in your body. Have your block or your blocks nearby. Okay, so on the back, let's actually all bend the knees so the weight of the pelvis feels very, very heavy. And you can open the feet wide, let the knees fall in as an option, just to give yourself a moment to feel and arrive in your body. So shoulder blades can slide underneath you, arms go wide, take a breath in. Soften, drop in, let go of any surface distractions. Any tension that physically is resting on the surface of the body so that you can start to dial in to deeper support. So we can actually put our hands right on the low abdomen. We'll see if we can direct the breath down. Breathing down into the pelvis, imagine, right? And wide into the back body. Inhale. Almost feels like you're pressing your low back into the floor. And then exhale, open your mouth. You can exhale between your teeth or just out of the mouth. Almost like you're like a little hiss, or like you're breathing out through a straw. Inhale wide through the whole circumference of your torso, especially the low back, the back ribs. Pelvic floor, and then exhale out of your mouth again. So you feel that curve coming back into your low back and your low belly turning on there. Okay, one more time, working with the diaphragm. So the diaphragms drop down, there's a widening. So using the breath to create a brace, which we'll kind of play with today. Exhale out of the mouth. Feel that curve come back into the low back. Walk the feet back to hip width distance apart. Bring your hands on your hips. And we're just going to do some rocking through the pelvis. So rocking the pelvis forward. So you're exaggerating the curve in your low back. And then like you're doing up a bell, exhale, flatten your low back into the floor. So inhale forward, arching. Exhale, draw low belly in, flattening low back into the floor. Forward on the in-breath. And you feel for yourself what the range of movement is like. So sometimes first thing in the morning it's a little sticky, or we are really gripping with the bum to make it happen. Keep the bum pretty soft. So rock forward, low belly on, using more abdominals to make that flattening happen, and then find that arch. And once more, drawing in like you're doing up a belt. And rocking forward. It's a really great thing to do, just kind of waking up. Pause here with your pelvis neutral. Let's try sliding the hips another way. So sliding the right hip up towards the ribs. So if your pelvis was on a turntable, come back to center. You're letting the pelvis move from side to side. So to the left and level, and to the right. So you're shortening the side of your waist, and then you're leveling, and then you're shortening the other side of your waist, and leveling. One more each way, over. So If you're like, oh, where's the good stuff? Where's the ab curl and all that stuff? That's coming. Really, really great to do this kind of more quiet work that sets the foundation for moving really well. Okay, so keep the neutral pelvis. Take your arms over your chest. Bring your palms right together. Let's move into the mid-back. So we're going to inhale, roll to the right with the upper body. Can be heavy through the left heel. Like you're doing up the belt again, draw the belly in and come back to center. Okay, and we'll go the other way. So inhaling over, the pelvis doesn't move. Be heavy through that right heel. Exhale, come back to center. So gentle but really, really effective work. Inhale over. As we move through the ribs, it allows us to breathe better. And it gives us freedom. Inhale up and over to the left. I'm letting my head go with my upper body. Exhale, center. But you can experiment, so see what happens if you look the other way. Just noticing where you feel movement, if there's any change in that. And then you might try keeping your head still as you go one way with the arms. Keep the eyes maybe looking straight up and over. So believe it or not, something as subtle as how you're turning your head affects where you mobilize through your mid-back. Okay, let's take the arms over the head as you inhale. Sweep the arms down and around. Exhale, drawing your low belly in, so like you're doing up a belt again. Big arc of your arms. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, and we sweep the arms down and around. One more inhale this way, arms up. Exhale, sweeping the arms. Let's try the other way. So turn your palms open as you inhale. So you're in an external rotation. And then palms are going to reach forward. Exhale, press down. See if you can connect it to the back of your arms. Again, inhale, big sweep of the arms up. Exhale, press the palms down. Almost feeling this like zipper quality from the pinky fingers to the armpits. One more. Inhale, go up. Back ribs are heavy. Exhale, press the arms down by the floor. We're going to keep this anchoring of the arms. The back of the shoulders really rooting. Bring weight into your left foot. We're going to keep the neutral pelvis. Tailbone is heavy. Take an in-breath, low belly on. Pick up your right knee to a tabletop position. Okay? So we're just going to start with a march. We're going to lower the right leg down. Breathe into your back ribs. Exhale and float your left knee up to table. Lowering your left leg down. Inhale, back ribs full into the floor. Exhale, float your right knee up. So down, inhale, up, exhale. Heavy through the shoulders, down, inhale, and up, exhale. So lower that leg down, we'll do one more. Down, inhale, float your other leg up, left leg up, exhale, float up. And now let's try using the diaphragms as a brace to help us float up. We're going to change the breath. So breathe down and wide into your back ribs. So inhale, fill up, hold your breath, get light in your heels. Float your legs up, keeping that abdominal brace. Now exhale out of your mouth. Drawing the low belly in. Good. Could you reach your left toes forward now as you inhale? And then switch. Exhale, tap your right toes down. And so really heavy through the back ribs. Inhale, exhale, switch your legs. Inhale, exhale, and switch your legs. If you want to make it continuous, you could. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes it's useful, though, to pause. Let's try both legs at the same time. Keeping the back ribs heavy. Inhale, just reach the toes a little bit away from you. And exhale, bring the knees right on top of the hips. So legs a little bit forward. You're going to feel lots of low belly working. Back ribs heavy. Exhale and drag the knees right on top of your hips. Reaching forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, curling up. Let's take the arms over the head. We'll add the upper body. So elbows are wide. Shoulders are soft. Inhale, nudge your chin. Curl up with your chest. Reach your right toes forward. Inhale, lean your head back. A little tap. Exhale, curl up to center. And then reach your left toes forward. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, rise up to center. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, lifting up. And then left toes tap down. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, curling up. Okay, try lengthening this lever a little bit longer so you can reach your right leg a little longer forward. Curl up, exhale, and lift. And as we lengthen the leg long and low, low belly is going to feel this a little bit more. Inhale, lengthening back ribs stay heavy. Exhale, and curl up. A few more times before we add on. Inhale, lengthen, right heel low, low belly working. Exhale, curl up. And then your left leg lengthening low, lean back ribs stay heavy. Exhale, and curl up. So let's change it. Inhaling, we're going to twist through the upper body. So you're going to twist to the right, lengthen up left leg low again. Exhale, come back up. So twisting, inhale. And exhale up. So now we're changing the breath, using the in-breath to turn. Exhale, center. Inhale, turn. And exhale, center. So there's different ways to breathe that give us different benefits. You go as slow as you can or as quickly as you want. Some people like to pick it up a little bit so you can reach. Try not to pull on your head. Look to one spot above you. So now really feeling the core, right? Front, side, low abdominals, upper abdominals for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curl up, curl into a ball now. So lift up. Lift your legs to the sky and see if you can curl your tailbone up. So now you're really imprinting or rounding up through your low back. Good. Bend your knees. Open the knees. Rock it out a couple times. So from side to side on your back. Let's go back to lifting the legs to the sky now. So the legs are going to go up. Bring the arms by your sides for support. We're going to do a little curl of the tailbone up. So now we're going to really get more of our outer unit working. So a lot of obliques, rectus abdominis, six-pack muscles. Press down, curl the tailbone up. Inhale, little lift. And lower. So you're not using momentum. Curl up. Lowering down. You're using, again, the side core, the front core, curling up, rounding the back, and lowering down. Okay, one more up, lower down. We're going to try something called corkscrew. We're going to start to do some circles with the legs. You're going to go up, forward, down, and around. So you can go as far forward as you want with your legs. Just make sure you don't overarch your back. So pressing back ribs down, seeing if you can keep the weight pretty heavy through the pelvis. Go the other way. So around. When people lift and go around, you could try that curl up and then go around, reach forward, and curl the tail up and around. Woo! Side core really working up and around. Okay, give it a break. Bend the knees wide through the inner thighs. So go wide with your legs. Try taking the backs of your legs. Keep your legs wide. We're going to try a little rock and roll along the spine. So rocking back and rolling up. You can try taking your shins here, so tall spine. Okay, lift one leg up. So your leg is bent, your chest is tall, and lower that leg down. And we'll try the other leg. Inhale the right shin up. And exhale, lower that shin down. One leg up it again, so lift. And lower, come down. Lift your other shin up. Open. And lower down. Maybe both legs up. Who knows? Bring your feet together. And then rock back. Inhale. See if you can roll up, open your legs, and then clap the feet together. Roll back, inhale, and roll up, open the legs, and clap the feet together. You might be falling out, no problem. Roll back. Kind of fun. Roll up, open the legs. And then bring the feet together. See if you can extend your legs out. Maybe, maybe not. If that's a lot, just keep your knees bent. Lift your chest. Good. Cross your legs. Bring your hands underneath you. Come into a tabletop position. Onto your hands and your knees. So I said we're going to use a block. Let's actually use it here. So take your block. We're going to have it under one hand. So we're going to work a little bit through our shoulder blades now. So I'll start with this hand so you can really see. So my right hand's on the block, and we're going to do something called a scapular glide, or a shoulder blade hug, retraction and protraction. So you're going to let your shoulder blade, your right shoulder blade here, squeeze in towards your spine. And then you're going to push and really slide the shoulder blade wide around your ribs. Do that again. Squeeze the shoulder blade right into your spine. And then push and slide away. Squeeze in, push out. So with the feedback of the block, this movement can be sometimes a little bit more exaggerated or clear. Hug in and push out. You can see how it's not cat-cow, so I'm not arching or rounding my spine. I'm just moving my shoulder blade in and out around the ribs. So one more time down and up. I'm going to switch the block over to the other hand. And just notice how that blade is sitting on the back. So maybe pushing out, getting a little wider with that shoulder blade. So you're not sinking in the shoulder, you're supported. Let's try the other hand. So you're gonna let the left shoulder blade squeeze in towards the spine, and then push and slide the shoulder blade away. Squeeze in with the shoulder blade. Push and slide away. The blades are also sliding down, so you're not letting your shoulders kind of creep up to your ears. Squeeze in, press away. Shoulder blades draw in, left shoulder blade especially, and push. So I could take this hand away, squeeze, this arm is straight, and push away. Sinking down, little squeeze. One side's usually different than the other. So it's actually useful to isolate the arms, right? See what's going on in each side. Sink down, squeeze, push, widen. Okay, let's change this work. So you're gonna take the block now, put it under your right knee. Hands are in quadruped position, so your wrists can be slightly in front of your shoulders if you have wrist issues, or you can bring your hands right under your shoulders. So you choose where you put your hands, where you feel supported. Okay, we're gonna hover the left knee off the floor here. Okay, and we're just gonna start to circle the left knee around and around. So the left knee or the left leg is like a pendulum, and it's hanging from that left hip, and you're doing little circles with the thigh around and around. Tall in the arms, keep the shoulder blades wide, that work that we just did. Okay, try bringing your knee into your chest, and then just send that left leg back behind you, tall in your arms. Bring your left knee into your chest, feel that hip flexion, big crease in your hip. Exhale and kick back with your heel behind you. Bring it in, one more, squeeze. Keep the curve of your low back. Kick your heel back behind you. And now take the knee in. Let's try something a little different. Squeeze the knee in. Squeeze the left heel towards your bum. Open your knee out. And you're gonna do a big circle with your leg. Good, forward, squeeze in. Open your hip, and then take your leg back. You're in hip extension, and then you come forward, hip flexion. Open your leg, take the leg back, keep the squeeze of the heel towards your bum, and draw your knee in. Try going the other way, go back. Lift your heel, open your hip up, keep the pelvis really steady, and bring your leg down. One more, go back. Open, big circle, ooh, down and around. Pause. Can you get a little bit lighter in your right hand? So weight in your left hand and your right knee. Could you send your left leg back? Let's send the right arm forward in front of us. Okay, it might be really challenging, but see if you can float your right arm up. Take a breath in. Exhale, hug into center. Inhale, reach forward, fill your back ribs. And exhale, come to center. This is so much harder on a block. Okay, be willing to wobble. Reach. And come in. Okay, reach long, hold the arm and leg long, widen your collarbones, lift your arm. Can you sweep your arm back behind you? Maybe totally impossible or almost impossible. Take your arm forward and sweep the arm back behind you. And one more, forward, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Okay, put your hand down, put your knee down. Come off the block, let's get off the wrist. So sit down on your heels. Do some circles with your wrists, around and around. Right side hopefully feels really different. So maybe a little taller, more upright on that right side of your body. This is do a little wrist strengthening, a little wrist release. You're gonna go in and out with your fingers, with your moving at your wrists, keeping the wrist really straight. Okay, sink your shoulders down as you do this. And then spread your fingers wide and draw them in. Wide and in. Wide and in. Good. Wrap your fingers into your palms. Bring your thumbs into your fingers. Rev an imaginary engine. So you're going to squeeze in with the thumb knuckles. So you feel the work under your forearms. And then release. Do that again. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze. And release. Draw your thumbs forward. Draw your fingers back towards your face. So you're really actively trying to crease your wrists. Sink the shoulders. So you're working the front of your forearms now. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Forearms really support the wrist. Interlace the fingers. Do some circles with your wrists. One way and the other way. Okay, let's go on to the other side. So you're going to stand. You can have your left knee on the blocks. So you're lifted on that side. Okay, hands wherever it's comfortable. Maybe a little forward of the shoulders, right under the shoulders. You're going to root through that left knee and float your other knee up. And maybe it's easier now to see, right, what's going on with this leg. We're going to do those little pendulums. So moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. Staying really tall in the arms. The shoulder blades are wide around the ribs. But the spine is long, so I'm not rounding my back. Go the other way. Circle. Around. You want to see if you can be vertical with your left thigh. So if you're leaning to the left, just check in. See if you can keep some weight in that right hand. So you really feel the oblique slings or the diagonal lines of support in your body. Okay, draw the knee into your chest. Inhale, kick your leg back behind you. And come in again. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, extending the leg back behind you. Tall in the arms. Bring the knee in. Go back, exhale. You can even come up on your fingertips. So you find this is a lot in the wrist. You can modify it. Bring the knee forward. Let's try our hip car. So we're opening our knee to the side. Up, up, up. So you're pushing into a wall here. Go back, lift, and then come back to center. Draw the shoulder blades down. Bring your knee into your chest. Inhale. Open your hip. Woo. Back and around. Okay, bring the knee forward. Inhale. One more this direction. Open. Try not to lean to the left. Keep some weight in that right palm. And then go the other way. Go back, lift. Come forward. Ooh, shoulder blades back. Reach. Open. And come forward. Great. Send the leg long. Weight in your right palm. See if you can reach your left arm forward. And then maybe you float that arm up. Breathe in. Can you bring your left elbow towards your right knee? Lot of work. Inhale, extend. And exhale, close. Inhale, extend. Exhale, close. Go long. This is the last part. I know it's a lot. Stay with it. Wide collarbones. Sweep your arm back behind you. And then take your arm forward in front of you. Wide collarbones. Sweep your arm back behind you. Take your arm forward. Inhale, puff into your back ribs for support. And then put your hand down. Come off the block. Shift back, take a child's pose, pause. So letting that land. And you can circle out your wrists or anything you need to do here for the wrists. Eventually, putting weight in the hands is going to get more and more accessible the more we build strength, not just in the forearms, but right into the upper back. Finding the support, pulling the energy up the arms. So let's get off the wrist. Come onto your forearms for a moment, okay? So you're gonna push into your forearms really tall in your arms. You're wide through the shoulder blades. Just shift back for a second, so feel the hinge of your hips. Push into your forearms, curl your toes under, hover your knees off the floor. And then lower your knees, shift back, inhale. Come forward, push and lift. So we were exhaling to come forward, but you could change that. Try inhaling into your back ribs, puff up, and then lift. So using the breath to support us. Come forward, inhale, push and hover your knees. And lower your knees, exhale, go back. So inhale, push, hover your knees, pike your hips. Okay, so hang your head. Push the floor away, see if you can feel some space between your shoulders and your ears. And we're gonna come up on the tippy toes, inhale. And exhale, lower the heels. Up on the tiptoes as you inhale. Inner thighs are drawing back. Exhale, lower the heels. One more, up on the balls of your feet, lift. And lower down, walk your feet back. Let's try to find a forearm plank. So you're gonna bring your shoulders over your elbows. You're gonna reach back through the heels, drag forward with the toes. Reach the chest forward through the arms. And breathe into your back ribs again for support. You can always put the knees down here. Breathe in. Doing up your belt. Low belly strong. Reaching forward, reaching back. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Reach your chest a little bit more forward. One more breath in. Long breath out. Good. Lower your hips to the floor. So come right down. Turn your palms open. Imagine you have something in your hands. Pull it apart so you feel your shoulders wrap back. So you're pulling out wide across your chest. And feeling that lift and length through your front body, through your abs after all that core work. And then we'll lower, come down. So rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Shake out your hips if you need to, a little side to side. We're gonna get into our back body now. So let's start with our arms in a, just actually hands in front of us. We'll start with a nod of the chin and a lift of the head. So shoulders are soft, low belly on for support. Inhale, lift your head up. Imagine you're pressing into someone's hand behind you, feeling the work between the shoulder blades, and lower. Inhale, lift. Soft shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, soften down to the ground. One more, crown forward, back of your head pressing back. And lowering down to the ground. Take your arms wide into a cactus shape. So now let's lift and squeeze again between the shoulder blades. We'll go back to that work. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, lift your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together on your back ribs. And then lower the arms back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift, squeeze. And exhale, lower. Lift and squeeze, blades together. And inhale, lower down. One more time, lift and squeeze, keep the arms up. Tip the forearms down. And then tip your forearms up here. So you're doing internal rotation with your arms and external rotation with your arms. One more, draw in. And then lift up. Keep the forearms lifting up. Inhale. Squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. So really feel the shoulder blades squeeze onto your back body. You can add a little lift of your chest, but keep your low belly strong. So if you feel this in your low back, keep it lower. Reach, reach, reach. Crown forward. Squeeze. And then lower. So you're going to come down, look to the right. Left ear on the floor. Let that land soft and heavy. Let's take a roll over into our side body. So you're going to roll over. Let's have our block handy. So we're going to use our block again. So we're going to start with the bottom leg bent and the top leg straight. And your hand on your top hip just pulling your top hip away from you. So you've got a little space that opens up under your side ribs. The back ribs are going to stay full. So you're going to breathe into those back ribs to knit in the front ribs. Hand can come in front of you or on your bum or just wherever you're not creating tension in your shoulders. Keep your eyes straight ahead. So you're not looking down and rounding, but you're staying open and broad across your chest. Take a breath. Exhale, lift your right leg up and lower your right leg down. So when I lift my leg, I'm not shortening the side of my waist. I'm keeping my side waist long as I lift because I'm coming from the side of the bum. Inhale, lower the leg down. So breath into back ribs. Exhale, lift. Lower the leg. Relax your shoulders and your face. So up and down. Inhale. See if you can make it almost relaxing. Who knows? There's a little bit of work, but you don't need to over effort. So catch yourself when you're creating tension. And see if you can relax the surface tension so that we're getting deeper support. Not just holding in our habitual places, but finding deep stability. So we're going to lengthen, lift the leg, pause. We're going to internally rotate the leg. So turn the thigh in the hip socket and then turn your thigh out. Turn your thigh in and turn your thigh out. Turn your thigh in. Turn your thigh out. And now try turning your thigh in, sweeping your leg back and a little bit up. And then back to center without arching your back. So back stays in its neutral curve. Breathe in from the crease of your bum. Sleep back. Crease of the bum and the side of your hip because you're going up and diagonal, center. From the side, kick, reach, and back to center. So kick, little sweep, diagonal back, pause. Can you do some circles with your leg? And you can play with the rotation of the thigh. So I said internal rotation. But for you, it might be turning the leg out where you feel most connected to that outer hip. So glute med, this outer hip muscle, turns in, turns out the leg. Usually out is where we feel it more, but you might find in actually really serves you. 3 circles to lift, lengthen. Okay, lower. Tap it out for a second. Pause. Take your block in front of you. Okay, put your knee on the block. Let's get into the inner thigh. So the left inner thigh is going to work here now. Still long through the side waist. You can tent your fingers in front of you, soft shoulders. Take your left leg back and then exhale, lift it up. And then lower your leg down. The shoulders soft, exhale, lift right from the inseam of your pant. Imagine, and lower. So you can curl your toes up, lift. Inhale to lower. You can try pulling the low belly in to help stabilize your pelvis. And you might even notice more work through the inner thigh. So all this stuff is just to be aware. Feeling that deep activation. So leg back and up. Going right to that end range all the way down. And exhale all the way up with your leg. Lower your leg. Lift your leg up. Try some circles here. Try to go back with the circle. Back, down and around. Ooh. And go
the other way with the circles. Stay long through your leg, long through the spine, crown reaching, tail reaching apart. Okay, take your block now in front of you. You're going to use your hand into the block, press, bring your feet together. Hug your bottom leg into your top leg, lift them both up and lower them down. Try lift, right leg up, left leg up, squeeze, and lower, lower back down. So lift, lift, squeeze, and lower, lower down. You can push into your right hand, lift, lift, squeeze, and lower back down. Breathe into your back ribs, inhaling, lift, lift, push, and squeeze. Lower back down, feel that brace of support behind you. Up, inhale, lift, squeeze, and lower back down. Lift your legs up, do a little kick here. So one foot's gonna go forward, one foot back. Yeah, a little walk here. Woo! Hips are working. Keep walking for 3. Walk, walk, 2. Good. Pause, root, lift, lower. All the way down. Bend your knees. Let's actually come right onto our bellies again. So come forward, pause, stack your hands. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. So we're going to go back to some upper body, some extension through the mid-back, upper back. So you can bring your hands in like a little W shape beside you. Lift the shoulders up. So we're going to use the hands a little bit. Low belly in, pull. Lift the heart forward, sternum forward. And lower yourself back down. Inhale, lengthen, lift, pull. And lower yourself back down. I'm going to lift, shoulders back, pull, heart up. Good. Lower down again. Okay. Let's roll right over onto our other side. So I'm going to balance it before we do anything bigger. So over to your side. Side lying. Okay. Your bottom knee is bent. Your top leg is straight. You can have your block in front of you. Top waist is long. Pull the hip away from your ribs. Keep your shoulders, hips, everything, all the joints in alignment, and keep the space under your side ribs as you do this. So the second you collapse, you've lost the connection usually to the side bum. We're just now hanging. So find more length, more support. Breath in. Lift your top leg up. And lower that leg down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. When you inhale, think about lengthening through your body. Exhale and lifting. Feeling that side bum working. Down in the breath in. More length, more space. Exhale, come up. So you're going to lower and lift. Long as you inhale. Really strong exhale, pick up. So now lower, inhale, relax your shoulders, back ribs stay full. Exhale, lift your leg up. We're going to do internal and external rotation. So turn your thigh bone in. Just from the top of your hip, turn your thigh out. So your hip is not rolling back, it's staying forward. Turn your thigh in. And turn your thigh out. Turn your thigh in. And turn your thigh out. And so go down and up. A couple more times. In and out. And then you're going to choose. So last time I did internal rotation, and then we swept the leg back and up. A little diagonal, back and up. Back and up. Good, creating a brace with the back, with the breath, right? So breathe in and then sweep back and up. So you don't overarch your back. Breathe into back ribs, sweep back. And sweep back. Good. Keep going for 5, 4, 3. You feel maybe some some length coming in. Feel that sideways, really long back ribs full as you extend. 2 and 1. And then we got to do the circle. So circle that leg, reaching as long as you can as you circle. And go the other way with the circle. Back and around. Relax your shoulders. I have to remind myself of that. Okay, reach long, lengthen, inhale. Tap it out for a moment. So land, pause. Take your block in front of you. Put your left knee on your block. So we'll get into the inner thigh of the right leg. So the right leg long, the side waist long. The shoulders are soft. The eyes are forward. Draw the leg back a little bit. Usually that helps to get into the inner thigh. Breathe in. And then lift the leg up. The leg is straight. You're lifting from the inseam of your leg. And lower your leg down. So lengthen and lift. Lower, down. Lengthen, lift. And lower down. Back ribs full, lengthen, lift. Lower down. Remember, when you draw the belly in, that helps to stabilize the pelvis, so you're not moving anything but your thigh in your hip, in your pelvis. So lengthen, lift, and lower. Try to take the leg back a little bit more. Get the inner inseam of that thigh, and lower. And then we'll lift and hold, and we'll do those circles again. One way. Try to, again, soften in this. So it almost becomes a meditation. It's really quite internal. You're aware of where you're coming from as you're doing what you're doing. Okay, you're going to bring your hand in front. Slide your left leg back. You can use the block in front of the shoulder. So when we press into it, as we push, we create that brace. Back ribs get full, and we find more support through the back. Lift, squeeze, lower, lower. So you're going to lift your leg. Inhale, push into your block. Lift and lower, lower down. Lift, lift, push into your block. Up, down, down, and you lower. Push into your block. Lift, lift. Down, down, lower. You breathe into your back ribs. Push, lift, lift. And lower, lower. One more time. Lift, lift, push. Feel the back ribs full. Lower. Lower down. Oh, we've got one more thing to do. Push, lift, lift. Almost forgot. Start to walk. So you're going to walk 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Flexion and extension, getting more of the back of the bum. So right at the crease of your thigh and your hamstrings, right there. Keep the back ribs full. Pushing into your block helps. 3 soft shoulders down for 2, and then lower your legs. Whew. Come forward onto your belly again. So now we're going to do a bigger back bend. Okay. Arms are in front. We're going to try something called swimming, which is an advanced Pilates exercise. Okay, so the shoulders are heavy. Okay, let's actually take the arms into a V shape before we go right into the swimmers. Or the swimming, pull your low belly in. You might even bend your knees. Let's actually try this cross at the ankle. So you feel the hamstrings working, the glutes working to stabilize your low back. Okay, we're going to lift the chest with the arms up into a V. And we're going to sweep the arms back and around beside the hips. Turn the arms in, cross at the wrists, and lower your upper body down. Lift your shoulders, lift your arms. Exhale, extend the arms back, and then sweep your arms forward into a V. Breathe in and lower. Exhale it down. Try again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Turn the arms in, cross the wrist the other way, land. And then lift the shoulders, lift the wrist. Exhale, reach the arms back. Sweep your arms forward into a V. Soften the tops of the shoulders, lift. And lower. Exhale, come down. Switch the cross of your legs. So you're going to go the other way. Cross the opposite ankle on top.
push ankles into each other. You're gonna feel your hamstrings working and your glutes working. Let's try the same exercise. So shoulders roll back, lift, inhale, exhale, reach. The arms behind, internally rotate, and then cross and lower. Lift the shoulders, lift the hands, arms stretch back, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Soften the tops of the shoulders, lift. And exhale, land. I almost went right back into the other side. Okay, inhale up. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Internally rotate your arms, cross at your wrists, land. Good. Lift the shoulders, lift the hands. Exhale, extend the arms back. And then sweep the arms in front of you. Reach, reach, reach. And lower, exhale down. Now extend your arms back. So now we'll go to swimming. Turn your palms down. And we'll roll the shoulders wide, so externally rotating the arms. Okay, low belly is on, lots of support for your low back. So draw in through the belly, engage the glutes a little bit. Inhale, lifting your chest, lifting your arms, and then lifting your legs up. We're gonna lift one arm and one leg at the same time. So left arm, right leg, and lower. Soft shoulders, inhale, right arm, left leg, and lower. So you're gonna lift and lower like a marionette. Inhale, lift, and lower. So you can pick it up, make it a little bit quicker. Feel like you're swimming, heavy shoulders, up and down, feeling the whole back line of your body. Swim, swim, swim. And you're slow it down, right? If you're feeling it's not connecting, go slow, really feel it. Reach, inhale, land, exhale, forehead to the back of your hands. Feel that whole back line of your body awake, landing here. Push back, take a child's pose, extend your arms forward in front of you, landing, hips on your heels. So we're going to do another thing with the block. We're going to see if we can do a little build up here with the block, one kind of more fun shape. So come forward, tabletop position again onto your hands and your knees. If you need to double your mat up to cushion your knees, or your wrists, I should say, you can do that. You're going to take your block in your left hand, okay? Right hand is pressing down, right shoulder blade wide. Take your left arm in front of you, inhale, and then let's sweep this left arm underneath. Take a little twist. And then rise up and reach your arm forward. So knees under your hips. Bend the elbow, exhale. Take a little twist. And then come forward. Extend that arm in front of you. Bend the elbow, exhale. Take that arm underneath. And then come forward. Extend the arm in front. Bend the elbows, sweep the arm underneath you. And come up, reach the arm forward. Good. Lower the block down. Come onto your left forearm. Okay, we're gonna build into a side plank. So let's get a little bit more support through the shoulder. We've done lots of work for the serratus, right? The pushing wide and the narrowing in. So let's stay tall, push the floor away. Okay, and then rooting down, inhale, lift your hips up into a shoulder bridge. And lower your hips down. So wide across your chest, push and lift, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Press, pick up, inhale. Exhale, you lower one more, and then we'll go into our big shape. Inhale, press and lift. And exhale, lower. So now you're gonna come up onto your hand. Okay, the right palm down. It can be a little bit in front of the shoulder. Bring your top ankle in front of your bottom ankle. Cross at your ankles. So that's gonna keep your top hip more forward, not rolling back. You can bend your knees a little bit to help you up. So the right shoulder rolls back. You're gonna press and you're gonna pick up into a side staff or like a side bridge position. Lower your hips. Okay, press, inhale, pick up, back ribs full. And exhale, lower down. with your hips. What would happen, let's take this block now in our hand. Inhale, press up. Push the block to the sky. And then bend at your elbow and see if you can draw the block underneath you. And then lift, push the block up to the sky. Bend your elbow and take the block underneath you. This might be a lot. Push. Bend your knees. Find the hinge of your hips. Go back with the arm. And then lift. Push. One more. Come back. Woo! Oblique city. Side abs working. Good. Lower. Awesome. Maybe you feel a difference on that side. Hopefully a little taller, more open. Let's go right to the quadruped on this side because we've got to do the little block work on the left hand. So weight in your right palm. Left hand takes the block. You're reaching the block forward, bending the elbow, and then taking a little twist. Come back up, reach the arm forward, bend the elbow, exhale, taking a little twist. Push the ground away. Feel that right shoulder blade go wide around your ribs. Reach forward. Bend the elbow, exhale, and reach. Left arm under. One more up, extend. And exhale, draw under. Good, come up. Come onto your side body. So bridge from the forearm, shoulder bridge, shoulder back, really tall in the arm. You're gonna push and lift your hips. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. So using the inhale to create that brace again through the back ribs, really full. Inhale, lift. It's good to experiment for yourself. Like, where do you feel strongest? Oftentimes we're told to move into effort on the exhale, but inhale, when the breath is really full in the body, it creates more support generally. Exhale and lower, just depending on how much support you need. So this is a big movement. Inhale, you want to use your diaphragms to support you. Lift up and lower. Bring your left hand down right into the full side. I have a hard time telling you what this is. Side stack, I'm just thinking yoga right now. So push through the left hand, shoulder rolls back. You can bend the knees a little bit, root, and pick up your hips. Take a big arc, up and over. So side plank, bend your knees, lower. Try inhaling, lift. So you can really inhale or exhale into anything, right? But just checking in, what gives you the most support? So you could try inhaling and exhaling. So now take your block. Okay, let's try this. Inhale up, press the block into this towards the ceiling. Bend the elbow and reach that block back. And you take the arm up, press it towards the ceiling. Bend the elbow and sweep the arm back. So a twist with this up. Exhale, reach, go back one more. Inhale, push up, back ribs full, and drop under. Okay, come down onto your knees. Come out of that, land. Hopefully feeling really upright in your body, really open across the chest. We're gonna roll ourselves onto our back body. We'll close there. So a lot of twists, a lot of back bending. So let's counter that a little bit. Come up onto your sit bones. So if you don't feel them, you can roll from side to side. You bend your knees, sit tall, be tall. Take your arms over your head. And then we're gonna hinge, fold forward, round, and roll up through your spine. And again, arms go up, inhale, and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Rise up, lift, inhale, reach and fold over your legs. Roll up, inhale, take your arms high. Reach your arms forward, exhale, fold. So there's a stretch here. And let's stretch down the back of your body. Inhale, roll up, arms high. This time, roll off the sit bones to the back of your pelvis. Take the arms forward. You can push through your heels to roll yourself down. So you're gonna come down
try to keep your upper back pretty long, or your neck really long. So not doing this by pulling your head forward. Come all the way back. Take your arms over your head, big breath in. Really land, exhale, heavy onto your back body. Let's try that roll up and roll down one more time. So arms go high. Inhale, nod your chin, curl up. And you can point your toes, hug into your inner thighs. Roll on up, come to seated. And then take the arms over the head. Inhale, hinge forward from your hips. Exhale, rounding through your upper back. Roll up, arms high. Inhale, roll off your sit bones. Exhale, start to come down. Bone by bone by bone. All the way to the floor. Good. Arms go back. Take a big breath in. Heavy body, land. Oh, third time's a charm. One more. Arms go up. Inhale, nod your chin. Curl up. All the way up through the midline. Arms go high. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale, bow. Roll up through your spine. Okay, give yourself space. Inhale, arms high. Can you initiate with the sit bones drawing underneath you? So maybe try that again. Up and then rolling underneath you. Kind of how we started at the beginning of class. Coming up, drawing under with those pelvic tilts. Forward, inhale. And under, exhale. Good. Keep that. Inhale, roll down. Bone by bone by bone. Seeing if you can keep a shallow curve so you're not crunched in through the neck, which is my challenge, coming all the way down onto your back. Last breath here on your back body, big breath in. Heavy, dropping in. Exhale, take your arms behind you, side the shoulder blade under. Find a position where you can really soften. And it may be opening the knees, letting the knees fall open. We did inner thigh work, so this could be a nice relief. If you're good with legs long and straight, that's awesome. Take a moment, we'll go back to feeling the diaphragms, filling with breath or dropping down with breath. So we're going to breathe low into the pelvic floor, low belly area. Inhale. Hold the breath so you're really full down and wide into your back body. From hips to ribs, fill up another third. And then try ribs to collarbones, fill up. Tuck your chin. Keep pulling up on your inner body. Open your mouth, let it go. Exhale. So it almost feels like you're taking off anything tight from the midline, opening wide. And working with the inner unit, so your diaphragm, how you're moving with the breath is the biggest support system that we have, on top of obviously other muscles, but this is primary support. So breathing down, inhale into pelvic floor, back ribs. Pause. And from hips to ribs, fill up another third. And from your ribs to your collarbones, fill up. Tuck the chin, keep drawing up. Even though the diaphragms are pressing down, there's this feeling of drawing energy up. And then open the mouth, exhale, let it go. And we'll just move into stillness here. Perhaps reflecting on any privilege that we have to be in an able body, to be able to do this kind of work. And how can we now offer our own strength outwards so that our actions, words, deeds contribute to the well-being of others on some level. And maybe we breathe into that, into this body. And then sending peace outwards to all bodies everywhere.
Stay here in rest for as long as you need. Take your time. When you're ready to transition, you can roll to your side, pause.